I'm back again with another weekly update. 4 weeks away from now from my competition, and well, I think it's actually a little bit less because it's on the 9th of April. And I'm excited. Again, I'm feeling like my preparation is going well. I've been doing some heavy weights this week. It's been my first week really of particularly heavy weights. I'd say like between 90 and 95% of my 1 rep max this week. And actually I will be doing my previous 1 rep max in bench on Saturday, because I feel like I've actually improved so much more in bench. So I think that's come across from what my coach has actually prescribed me for the week. So yeah, I was most excited about this week because up until now the weights have been low, and I am a fan of the heavy weights, obviously, and it gets me excited about going to the gym. It's not about volume and keeping the weights low. So yeah, this is the heaviest I've lifted since my competition, and it was deadlifts today, so you'll get to see my deadlifts. So it felt okay doing my deadlifts. I did 115, 1 set of 2, and then 120, 2 sets of 1, except I forgot one of my sets. So annoying. How annoying. I think I was too busy talking, which is, yeah, standard. And then I put it back down to 115, and I did 1 set of 2 again. So that's reasonably heavy. My previous 1 rep max was 125 in competition. But I did get 135 in the gym. That was before November last year. But that was a real pull for the 135. But yeah, I think just poor preparation for my previous competition was the reason that I didn't get the 135 that I wanted, or even 130. I just went straight for the 135 as my second lift in the competition, and it just didn't go to plan at all. So like I said, it felt relatively okay. It wasn't as easy as I wanted it to be. I mean, I did sort of jump when I did my warm up. I jumped from 100 straight to 115. Also, I've sent the videos to my coach, and he has said that I wasn't wide enough with my feet, and he's given me a little bit of feedback, but he doesn't want really to ruin my confidence before the competition. But he has said that it is improved, and I should still get what I want to get in the competition, 135. But there's still things to work on, which I think is a good thing, because if I can lift heavily and my technique isn't perfect, then at least I've got things to work on when I come out of my competition again in April. So that is a good thing. Okay, now I have got a point to make, and I don't want to create any beef, but McFit gyms, the floor in the gym in Freiburg really annoys me. It's just like everywhere that anyone does any lifting, any deadlifts, the floor is like this all around the weights. It's most annoying. I mean, even where the weights are, I can't really take my feet as wide as I want to. Making up excuses now. I'm doing sumo, and I'm turning my feet like really sort of quite outwards, and it's quite hard to balance when the floor is uneven, and I'm trying to pick the best spot for me to do deadlifts, but I'm not impressed with these gyms, to be honest. I think they're very cheap, and I think the equipment's very cheap. But you pay for what you get. I mean, I think I'm going to change gyms at some point. They have their advantages. They are open all the time, 24 hours. It's like a chain of gyms, so you can go into one gym, and you can just use your card, get into another gym. Yeah, so that is a good thing. But I wouldn't really, as sort of someone trying to really do my sport seriously, I don't think it's the best gym. So maybe I'm going to create some beef there, but oh well. So a point to mention is that previously, when I've been preparing for my competitions, I have always tested my 1 rep max at least 3 weeks kind of before my competition, so that it's made me feel confident that I'm used to, say for example in squats, I'm used to this weight being on my back. So it gives me the confidence. And also if I've made that 1 rep max sort of 3 weeks before, I kind of think, right, yeah, I can definitely get that in competition. You know, and maybe it will make me think I can push it beyond that or something like that. But actually, obviously that was when I was kind of doing my training plans, but now my coach is doing my plans for me. He has the perfect idea that I should peak in my competitions, which is what a lot of powerlifting coaches will do. They'll make sure that you peak in your competition. They don't want to put any more pressure on your body beforehand. And that is why I have been focusing more on my compound movements. So I've literally just been doing my bench, my squat and my deadlift. I've done a few accessory movements, but as the weeks get closer to my competition, I'm actually doing less and less. But obviously the intensity is increasing slightly. Although next week is a deload week. Again, no. But I have to listen to my coach because he knows best. So a deload week, and then I think it's another heavy week, and then another deload week, and then my competition. I think what with me not, you know, really testing my 1 rep max, I just have to be confident that I can take that weight on my back, or that I can lift it up off the floor if it's a deadlift, you know. Just have to be confident in the fact that I think that my technique's improved and I'm feeling a lot stronger, and just go with it. I mean, when I did my squats on Monday, I did 107.5 for 1, and my previous PB, and actually was at competition, was 115 on squats. So it's only a little bit lower, and it honestly felt quite easy. So this is a good thing. So yeah, it's just about kind of like believing in myself, and this is only a regional competition. It's not the most important competition. Obviously I've got to do it in order for me to get to nationals, but I'm kind of excited to do it and to also come out of the other end and kind of be focusing on my technique even more and making sure it's perfect, and then I just feel like I'll have even more confidence. Perfect. So a little diet update. I think I am looking a little bit leaner. I was sort of 61 at the start. That's my resting weight, and at the moment I'm down to 59 kilos. I have found it a bit harder than I expected. I've obviously put on a bit of muscle, and this time I've got to get to 57 kilos, under 57 kilos, to get into my weight class. Otherwise it's 63 is the next weight class up. Whereas in previous federations I only needed to get to 58.5, so it's still going to be a bit less, and I've put a bit more muscle on, so I think it's a bit harder this time. Yeah, I've just been going on with my diet, steadily reducing my calories. I'm still on 1,750 calories, which is okay. I'm managing, I'm not finding it too difficult. Just counting my calories. FYM. But I am eating some good foods as well, so this is good. Hoping that tomorrow I'm going to be under 59, going to be into the 58s. And my coach has said that we can do it with water weight, the rest of it. So I will drink a lot, a few days before the competition, and then not drink like the night before or something. I'm not entirely sure on this procedure yet, and we'll find out. And then basically I'll be super dehydrated, and I won't have any water, I won't have as much water in my body, which obviously counts for quite a bit of weight. So hopefully then I'll be under 57, but if it's too hard, it's not actually a problem. I can go into the next weight class above, and I'm still going to be qualified for the nationals, and then we're going to have to work with me being in the 63 kilo category, which is okay, but I kind of like leaning up for competitions, and having that cycle of dieting. It's a bit of a challenge, but yeah, we'll see. So without further ado, here's my deadlifts from today, my heavy deadlifts. I've just got my warm up and my 3 weights. Yeah, okay, so this is just me warming up. I think this was either 60 or 80 kilos. Maybe I'd already done 60 at this point. Something that my friend mentioned who was filming is that I actually pull really far back. My hips have come through, and I'm kind of wasting a bit of energy by pushing my glutes right through. It's just kind of unnecessary, whereas my hip should kind of pop through the movement at the top, whereas actually I'm sort of squeezing it all the way forward, which is kind of unnecessary and, like I said, a waste of energy. This is again just a bit more of a warm-up. Okay, so onto 115 kilos now. I found it relatively, not as easy as I wanted it to be, so I wasn't as happy, but I think that's because I've not been doing weights, the heavy weights as often. I've been focusing on my technique, maybe a bit more practice. So onto 120, actually my friend recording did say that I don't seem to be implementing any breathing techniques, so I should really be taking a strong breath when I come to the bar and really be breathing and tensing my abs, breathing into my belt, and that's going to maintain a strong core. That's something I did implement on my last two weights there, 120 and 115, and it did feel a lot more stable and better. So that was my deadlifts. You might see that I've actually changed like an idiot. I did all my videos last night and then was like, I'll put my video together today, and I didn't have an ending, so here it is. Yeah, that was my deadlifts, and overall I'm kind of feeling okay about it. I do hope that I can still get 135 kilos in the competition, and I feel like I'm destined for much more. I feel like I can get like probably 145. I'm hoping in September in the German Nationals I will get that. That is the target. So yeah, coming up in my next video, I'm going to be doing bench press on Saturday. So I'm going to get that filmed, and it's going to be my previous 1 rep max for bench. I'm going to be doing that. So as I said, I'm feeling a lot stronger on bench, so hopefully that's going to relate in the video. And that's it. So if anyone's got any questions, again, do ask. I'm getting flooded with questions right now. Do like the video if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see more. Okay, bye.